everybody, welcome back to my channel. It has been a long time since I have made my last video. And I know I say that in almost every single video, but I am not very good at keeping up with this stuff. However, I did want to make a little announcement. At the end of this video, I'll talk about it a little bit, but I did just want to ask for your help with making a big decision for myself. But today, that's not what we're going to be talking about. We are going to be talking about my recent hand tattoo. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I recently got my hand tattooed. That was a pretty big decision for me just because I told myself I wasn't really going to get a hand tattoo until kind of later in life, but it seemed like the right time and I did it. Basically what I want to talk about in this video is like pain ratings, where it kind of hurt the most on which part of the hand, and also kind of like going into it, what to expect, and also the healing process. So that was a big thing for me. Before I got my hand tattooed, I was like, okay, let's look at some YouTube videos, let's talk about healing process, like what I should do to heal it, because I did heal it differently than the majority of my other tattoos that I have. So we're going to talk a little bit about the difference in the healing with the hand versus like something on like your arm or your leg or whatever. First things first, going into it is the spots that hurt the most. So I would actually rate this tattoo like as a whole probably like a 6 out of 10, which is crazy because it's on your hand, so you'd think that it would hurt a lot. Much to my surprise, it was actually really not that bad, and there were obviously parts that hurt more than others, but for the rest of it, it was actually pretty decent. So we're gonna go over like the spots that hurt the most. So the spots that hurt the most here. This was so painful, dude. Like, it hurt so bad, and I did not expect, like, I don't know what it is. Like, maybe it's the muscle on this side of the hand. I don't know what it was, but it was so painful. When he had to go back over it, shading, I was like, you know what, guy? Like, I'm actually gonna punch you in the face if you do this. Well, he was actually gonna add black shading around the whole thing to make it less look like a poof, and it had like a little bit of shading, but I was like, I honestly don't think I can sit through that. But anyways, this was really painful here. In between, like, the webbings of my fingers were really bad. Surprisingly, the knuckles weren't that bad. I really thought that the knuckles were gonna be painful because it's going over straight bone, but it actually didn't hurt as bad as I thought it was. Like this, like the knuckles here didn't hurt, but here really hurt. Like again, with like the inside of my webbing, right? It hurt in here, and then kind of hurt like around the edges, but not so much in the middle. His eye is there, which yes, one of them is crusty still because I wanted to do this while this information was still like in my head, so it's still pretty recent. I think I got it like a week and a half ago. I love it. I think it's beautiful. I think he did a fantastic job. This guy was an apprentice. He never really gave me a month as to like how long he's gonna be an apprentice for, but he did my Monstera piece here that I have, and then also my stomach tattoo. He did both of those, and he killed it. Honestly, he did such a great job. This was like the only really painful spot that really hurt was here. So if you're gonna get a small hand tattoo, you don't have to worry about this because this part was really not that painful. Let's move on to healing. So for the healing process, I did heal it differently than the majority of my other tattoos. And the reason I did that was because with your hand, like, you're moving it a lot, right? So your skin stretches and pulls and tightens and whatever. So if you do this while it's healing and it cracks the skin, the ink might crack as well, and you might have like a couple of lines where ink isn't gonna stay there. So what I decided to do was to not dry heal it. So usually I dry heal. So what's the opposite of dry heal? Wet heal. Let's not call it that. It's just not dry heal. What I decided to do was follow, it's gonna sound funny, but follow my tattoo artist directions to leave it on for like more than 3 hours. Usually what I do is I take the bandage off after 3 hours. This tattoo I kept it on for like 5 hours after I got the tattoo done. So I kept the original bandage on. After 5 hours, I peeled off the bandage, washed it with like some antibacterial soap, and then wrapped it back up for 3 nights. So 3 nights I did that. I wrapped it up, washed it, wrapped it up every like twice a day. So in the morning, take it off, wash it, wrap it back up. At night, take it off, wash it, wrap it up. I sometimes do it in the afternoon. Like, really just try to make sure that like the plasma and the blood and the ink isn't like seeping back into the skin, basically. Just make sure you're washing it regularly with some antibacterial soap, and generally you should be good. For the first 3 days, that's what you do. After the 3-day mark, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the bandage off for the last time, wash it all off, and then what I did, now like I said, I'm not a tattoo artist, so just, you know, take this as like a guideline, moisturize it. So I moisturized it with non-scented moisturizer, very mild moisturizer. You want to put like a very thin layer over it 3 times a day for basically until like all the little crispy parts kind of flake off a little bit. I did it twice a day because I have never not dry healed my tattoo, so I don't want to go overboard with like the moisturizer. So what I did is I basically just put like the thin layer of moisturizer over it, and then I just left it. Didn't touch it, didn't pick it. Don't pick it! I have that issue. Don't pick it. Because I like to pick things, don't pick it, because like you'll lose ink. So basically that's all I did. Like, you just moisturize it until all the flakies come off, and then after that you can basically use whatever moisturizer you want. There's some like tattoo goo or like that rabbit whatever moisturizer, you can use that too. Keeps your tattoos bright, keeps your tattoos fresh. Basically, that's it. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Even like the healing wasn't that bad. The actual tattoo portion of it wasn't that bad. The thing that was really bad though about it was the swelling. So I swelled so much, and like I got chubby fingers like as is, so it's kind of like alarming to me how much my hand actually swelled. I was like, okay, like I got a meat hand. My sister called it my meat glove. So it was like you put like a sausage in a little black nitrile glove. That was like the only thing that was like a little bit uncomfortable. Obviously like sleeping was hard because you couldn't really find like a good position for your hand where it wasn't like you could feel your like heartbeat in your hand. Just keep it clean, moisturize, and that's basically it. So if you're thinking about getting a hand tattoo, came to the right video. I will also answer any questions you have if you leave a comment. On to my big announcement health thing. So last night I couldn't sleep and I was just thinking about how much I would regret it if I didn't make YouTube videos. I love making YouTube videos. I love talking to myself in a room knowing that some people are gonna see it someday. I love it, but I just can't find the motivation to keep doing it, and I can't understand why. Because I love doing it, and I like to think I'm good at it. I'm good at editing. I love video editing. It's sucky because now I need to make the decision whether I want to spend a bunch of money to get my own camera, because I'm not using my own camera right now, and like a good software, like a video editing software. I just need to know if I should put the money down for it. Like, I know that people like to watch my stuff because I have followers and I have viewers and stuff, but I just can't get myself to get to the point where it's like I want to do this like every week. So I just need to know, like, am I interesting enough for you guys to watch? Because it's like I go on these big hiatuses and I'm like, okay, like it's been a year since I made my video. Oh well, but it's like, why? Like, if I have people already watching my videos, like, why would I not just keep with it? You know what I mean? Anyways, that's just my little rant because I'm getting frustrated that I just can't get myself to film videos and just bite the bullet. Like, the government's pushing out money right now, just giving me money because of COVID. So it's like, why not spend that money to get something that I want, right? I think I'm gonna start. I think I'm gonna buy a camera, a little vlogging camera. If you guys have any recommendations for like really good vlogging cameras, that would be fantastic. I want to get one of those big ring lights. I want to do it right. If I'm gonna do it, I might as well do it right. Thank you for watching, and I will be back hopefully next week with a new video. Not really sure what I'm gonna do yet, but I will see you when I see you. Thanks for watching. Love you, love you. Bye bye.